What's up, guys?
One of the more interesting nights of decisions for you to make. Obviously, the weight misses made things a little bit challenging. So I guess, how difficult was it for you to pull the trigger and say, we're going to bring Hadley in here even though he missed weight?
So when I left the back room, my instructions were not to sign this guy. And according to Hunter, Sean and Mick stormed out of the room when I did and took off here tonight. So they're not happy about it. I just have a gut feeling that this kid has something special. And I broke all my own rules. So broke my own rules and didn't listen to what they said. So hopefully I'm right on this and this kid doesn't make a dickhead out of me.
How much can you go into the extracurricular stuff that you kind of mentioned there? That hey, we hear you're kind of a little trouble back.
It's just he wasn't very friendly. He's not a very popular guy around here this week. So, he seemed shocked when I told him that. I said, "Come on, you got to know." But I just saw him out in the hallway, and he said, "Listen, I said, "Don't worry about it. Yesterday is yesterday. Let's focus on tomorrow. So let's make this a great relationship from here on out, and let's do great things together." So hopefully that's the case.
You think the matchmakers give him like the hardest road possible just to get back at you?
Probably. Good luck to him, though. That kid's a talented kid. You know, I like the way he fights. He's super aggressive. I like the way he fights off his back. You know, when's the last time you saw a kid that busy on his back? I screamed to him, "Who the hell's your jiu-jitsu coach? You're a purple belt? That's crazy." So I think he's special. Broke all my own rules, pissed off the boys, so we'll see if I'm right or wrong.
I mean, does this open the door for people moving forward, or should people realize this was just a unique opportunity and you better make weight when you're here?
Open the door, yeah. I mean, you saw the last kid didn't make weight. So when you don't make weight, you don't make it. You know, you don't get signed if you don't make weight. This was a special case that I, broke all my own rules and didn't listen to those two.
Is it hard for you to look at a guy like Christian Rodriguez who didn't make weight and say, wait a minute, that guy did. Why can't I?
No, he's young. And listen, and Christian looked good tonight. He didn't perform like this kid performed, and the thing is, he's 25 years old. He's going to get back out there. He comes from a great team, get some more fights. And when Christian Rodriguez is 27, 28 years old, he'll be around.
I did want to ask you, Dana, since we didn't have you this past weekend, what you thought of Marina Rodriguez's performance in the main event on Saturday night, and where you think she stacks up in that division, because she looks like a real. It
was a great fight. I thought it was a great fight, and I mean, she did what she needed to do to win that fight. Yeah, it was awesome, and I thought that Mackenzie looked awesome too.
Yeah. I wanted to ask you because I think a lot of people are saying Marina versus Joanna Jędrzejczyk would be a phenomenal fight. Stylistically, it would be amazing. Can you give us an update on Joanna and kind of where she stands? And is that a fight that could be made? Because it seems like it could be a lot of fun.
That is a fun fight. I don't disagree. I love Joanna Jędrzejczyk. I've had a great relationship with her since day one. And, I know fighters don't get paid around here, but Joanna Jędrzejczyk is very rich, and, she's living her best life. Go on Joanna Jędrzejczyk's Instagram, and, she's living it. So I think that she's taking fights that really excite her. I don't know if this one does. I'll find out, though.
Hopefully it does. I think it'd be a great one. I did want to ask you in that division, because we're looking at the title situation. Carlos Esparza has made it clear, like, hey, I think I'm just going to sit out right now. I think I deserve the winner of the title fight in New York. Do you agree that she would be next? And, is there any way Marina slips in there? Carla has to fight?
I don't ever agree with that. I mean, you've seen what happens in the past. When you try to sit out and wait for a title fight, it usually doesn't happen. Stuff never falls the way that it's supposed to, then you end up sitting out for too long and people start to forget about you, and it's never a wise decision to just sit out. If you get offered a fight, you should take it.
Nice. And two last ones for me. I want to ask you about the main event this week. You talk about missing weight. Aspen Ladd, of course, missed weight. Now she's headlining a show, clearly moving up a weight class, which it seems like she needs to do. But there's a lot of people that are saying, what are you doing? You're rewarding this girl that missed weight by giving her a main event. So how do you look at the main event this weekend?
Yeah, we'd be rewarding her if she was fighting at 35. I mean, she's fighting at 45. She's moving up a weight class, which is what she needs to do. The girl's ready to fight. She's got to fight. She's obviously talented. She's one of the most talented girls in the world. So, yeah.
Nice. Last thing for me, I did want to ask you, ESPN reporting the release of Luis Pena after his issues this week. I'm just curious, kind of what led to that decision, and is this maybe an example of things to come? Because I think a lot of people have been wondering, what can the UFC do in situations like this?
Well, I mean, this was a bad case, and we knew that he had problems before that we were trying to help him with. And this is a pretty nasty one. I don't know if you guys read the police report, but yeah, this one had to happen.
I mean, the question comes then, could something like that happen to Jon Jones as well? I mean, he was obviously details a little bit differently. I don't know that we know everything yet, but I mean, is that a possibility if it turns out the details are as bad?
Something like that could happen to anybody. Yeah, could happen to anybody.
Hey, Dan.
Yep.
Going back to tonight with Jake, I think we can all sort of read between the lines that maybe there's an attitude problem this week. Is he going to be considered as being on probation? Like, if he comes to the next fight and he kind of misbehaves or is a bit disrespectful to people, is he gone?
I mean, I wouldn't say that the guy's on probation. We just had, I just told you guys I broke every rule that I have and pissed off the boys. And he and I had a man-to-man talk backstage, and, we'll see what happens. It's not like he's on probation, but yeah, I mean, it's like what we were just talking about a second. It's like we're in a fight business, man. I say this to you guys every week. This is a tough business, and not everybody's nice, and not everybody says nice things, and not always, nice things happen. But listen, the least you can do is when you come here, I mean, you guys know as well as anybody does, this is a very professional organization for the fight business. And, my staff treats everybody with respect, and we try to do everything the right way. And, I would expect that when you come here, you would treat my staff the way that they treat you. So he's not the first guy who's shown up and acted a certain way. So we'll just play it by ear.
With him, is it just a gut feeling, right? Because you could maybe say to him, okay, you can come back for the next Contender series, or you could be on looking for a fight like the last week. Or is this for you just a gut feeling that you think he's so talented, you want to see him progress in the UFC?
Yeah. I think that he's ready to fight in the UFC. I want to see it, so I broke all the rules to do it.
He says he thinks there might be a difference in humour in the US and the UK. That's what he said on the broadcast.
What did he say?
He said he thought that maybe there was a difference in the sense of humour between the Brits and the US people, and that maybe where.
So everybody this week thought he was an asshole because there's a discrepancy between the sense of humor. We got lots of guys from the UK here, and that doesn't happen a lot. Although Bisping's, yeah. Bisping's right up there too, but now the thing is with Bisping's part of the family. He's been here for so long. People know what they're getting from Mike.
Yeah. Two things outside tonight: Masvidal versus Leon Edwards. Looks like it's a done deal. It's reported as being 3 rounds. I'm curious, was there any consideration of making that a 5 round?
What's the question? Would we make it a 5-round fight?
Just curious, did you even, when you were talking about booking it, were you even considering doing it at 5 rounds?
Is that a 5-round fight? It's a 3-round fight. Why? Who asked for it?
I don't know if either of them asked for it, but I think fans are wondering, like, it's such an important fight.
So, you're saying to me?
I want it to be 5 rounds. That's what.
Got it. So got it. No.
Okay. And last thing for me, did you happen to watch Fury Wilder in the weekend? And if
yes.
you did, what did you think about it?
I thought it was awesome. I think that the heavyweight fight that happened on Saturday, and let me just tell you this, going into it, my thought process was, for what? Why? You know what I mean? What's his name just got beat?
Joshua.
Yeah. And, why do this? You know why? Because boxing needed that. Boxing needed that fight. It was an incredible heavyweight fight. I thought both guys fought their asses off. And for Fury to come in at 277 pounds and fight the way that he fought, get knocked down, get back up, keep fighting, it's exactly what boxing needed. So glad it happened, and congratulations to both of them, everybody involved in the sport of boxing.
Cool.
Dana, I know this all the weeks leading up to this, you've always been praising the matchmakers and what they do. Have you ever, obviously you're the boss, what you say goes, have you ever went against the boys?
Yeah. We fight every week. We fight every Tuesday, okay? Every Tuesday we go into a room and we end up fighting about something. So it's part of the process.
So if it comes back to, have you ever picked your way and then they come back and say, see, Dana, we told you not to do this.
I'm never wrong, though.
Fair enough.
Trust me, yes, and but the way that I do this is I obviously surround myself with people whom I respect, and I respect their decision, and I listen to the input that they give me, and then I make decisions based off their input. I admit 100% that not only did they tell me not to do this, but I broke every rule that I have in dealing with somebody like this. But for some reason, my gut told me that this kid is special and I should sign him.
And last for me, a lot of people were surprised with the rebooking of Aspen Ladd to fill for this card, where a lot of people almost felt like it was rewarding her after the weight miss and that fight sort of falling out. What was the reasoning behind putting her into this fight with DeMont?
You know that you just asked me verbatim the same exact question that he did.
Did you ask that?
Literally,
No, he did.
like he gave you the question to ask again because he didn't like the answer that I gave him.
Let's try again then.
Is that what happened there? Verbatim, the same question. You might want to rewind your camera there and listen to what I said. We're not rewarding her. She's moving up in weight class. She's moving up to 45. If we kept her at 35 and gave her a main event, that would make sense. The girl's in shape. She's here to fight. She didn't make weight, but she's going to move up a weight class now. So, I don't think we're rewarding her, but we're getting her a fight.
Fair enough.
Thank you.
I think it was slightly different than his.
Are you going to ask me the same question now? Is that it? You guys done with me? Yeah.
Just curious, Dana, thank you for another great Contender series. Volkanovski wanted that 55er. Any chance he does get that 155, or does he wait for the winner of Max and Yair?
Yeah. We'll wait till that fight happens before we make any other moves anywhere. Cool?
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Thank you, guys. Yep.
Sorry. How was the decision on moving Davis and Morena to January, moving the fight? How was the decision? Yeah.
Why did you decide to move the Brandon Moreno fight to January?
Why did we move it to where?
To January.
I don't remember. I don't remember why. I mean, does it matter? Did you have plans in January and you're going to miss the fight now?
No, I mean, just wondering why, before you had 3 title shots in December, and why he's moving. He just came to the U.S. to train with Henry Cerudo. Just checking why.
Yeah, something must have happened that we needed another fight in January, so we moved it. But I off the top of my head, I don't remember. Thank you, guys.
Following on that, it is reported that Anaheim is your target venue, the Honda Center. Is that a possibility, or are you close to that?
He's asking if the location for that fight might be Anaheim.
Yes, it could be.
And that could be the reason to have Marina closer to the Mexican.
No, that's not why. But yeah, we are looking at a fight in California and Anaheim.
Thank you.
Yep.